John Oakes here at the Hanksters Hot Rods here in our Homer City, Pennsylvania location. And today in our showroom we've got this very nice looking vehicle right here beside me to go over with you folks. This is a 1966 Plymouth Satellite. Now ours here, as you can see, done here in a very nice burgundy exterior paint. This paint is in great condition on this car all the way around, as I'm sure you'll see as we walk around with the video here today for you. All of the metal work is all great, panel fitment and alignment. We'll show that to you as we walk around too. Everything just looks really, really good on this car. I mean, again, a Satellite I would have never thought myself would be this nice of a vehicle, but this thing is, and you'll see as we walk around. So, first and foremost, bright work. Our chrome bumpers here, we've got them both front and rear. These things are in outstanding condition, no pitting whatsoever. You can see on our Satellite here too, we've got the Satellite V8 badging on the front fenders, along with all of your bright work here, which again is all in outstanding condition. You've got the bright upper body moldings, the bright lower body moldings, or rocker moldings here in this case, and all of the wheel lip moldings on this car too. This car really has it all, and it looks phenomenal too. And all of the stuff is in such great condition. You also see we've got the chrome mirror here up here on the driver's side door. Now I mentioned about the panel fitment and alignment. You can see the gaps to the front side of the door as well as to the back side of the door. Very uniform here on the driver's side, and elevations dead on here, so they line up perfect with your front fenders and your quarter panels and all of your body lines and so forth, all in very good alignment. As far as your windows here on the driver's side, those are in really good condition too. The glass slightly tinted, not very much though. All of your bright work and trim around the windows and glass, all in excellent condition, no pitting there either. Same thing with all those drip rail moldings, nice and straight, polished up really well, no dents or dings and everything. Also, we always run our finger through this rain gutter here just to make sure it's nice and smooth. No bubbles, no flaking of paint or anything like that. And this car is just that, nice and straight and smooth all the way through that rain gutter. Chrome door handles, no pitting there either. Let's go ahead and open up our door. Take a quick look from the driver's side here of our interior. So obviously you're going to see the all black interior, black dash, black seat upholstery, front bucket seats. You've got the rear bench seat. All of your door panels are all black. Carpeting black, headliner black. Nice aftermarket Lacera steering wheel there, the 4-bar design. It's got your center console in it. It even has the elbow pad there for you too. Automatic floor shifter. All the factory gauges, factory heater controls also. It does include though 3 aftermarket gauges just down to the bottom side of the dash. Those are going to be your water temperature, oil pressure, and voltmeter. And it does have, looks to be an aftermarket AM/FM radio cassette player as well. All of your lighting seems to all be in working order here. So you've got your center console lights that shine, your dome lights. It even has all of the seat belts here too, front belts as well as the rear belts. Now as far as all of our rubbers on this car, the weather stripping and seals and so forth, everything is all very nice condition here. So your quarter window seals, your roof rail, weather stripping here, all in great condition. The door jamb U-seals, the same thing, all in very nice condition. Even the weather stripping around your door here, that is all in great shape. And it still retains the little rubber bump stops here on your doors too. So again, as I mentioned, everything is in great condition on this car. We close our door, it shuts nice and easy. Now, as far as the wheels and tires here, we'll take a look at those real quick. These are the American Racing turbine style aluminum wheel. They're 14-inch on all 4 corners of the car. And of course, for the rubber, BFGoodrich Radial TA tire. This is always a popular tire here that goes on these old classic muscle cars. Size, all the same size on all 4 corners again. 225 70R 14s all the way around. And the tread, great condition on there. As we walk back, again, more bright work here. You've got the chrome gas cap here. Again, that's in nice shape too. Come back to the rear of our car now. So this is going to be kind of your typical 66 Satellite rear end. You see all the cladding back here with the Plymouth badging here across the tail panel. Satellite script right above that here on the trunk lid itself. Nice chrome rear bumper, no pitting whatsoever. And the tail lights, the lenses, and the bezels on this car are in great shape. Now before we go inside the trunk, let's take a look down below here. The exhaust system here. You can see it's got the dual tailpipes right underneath the rear bumper. Nice set of slash cut chrome exhaust tips. If we go up here to our trunk lid, all of your gaps and elevations on your trunk lid there with the quarter panels and your panel right below the rear window, that is all in great shape and adjusted very nice. The rear glass in the car, no chips, no cracks in this rear glass. And again, you can see the bright work all the way around in very nice shape. Now, prior owner of this car, they decided to have a little bit of etching down here in the windows. Unfortunately for us, we could not remove that. But again, it's very tastefully done. So whether or not that's something that you will enjoy, I don't know that. But I did just want to point out it is etched into the glass. Now, we will go inside the trunk now, and we'll show you the nice trunk that this thing has too. We'll get the right key. So first we see the key does work the lock. The hinges and springs all work as it's holding the trunk lid up on its own. Underside of the trunk done in the same burgundy color as the rest of the car. We also have the rubber bump stops on the trunk lid. All of your weather stripping and seals all the way around for the trunk are in great shape. Everything meets right together in the center. No rips or tears or chunks taken out of the weather stripping. That all looks very good. Even like your rain gutters here in your trunk section here, all in excellent shape. Little set of floor mats here with Satellite embroidered on them for you too. And then the underside or your trunk floor, we'll just try peeling this back just a little bit here to show you, but you can see it probably in the photos. But again, this trunk is in outstanding condition. All solid, all drain plugs installed where they should be. No patching whatsoever. And the carpet matting in here is in great shape too. So that's your trunk. So we'll go ahead, we'll close this up. Again, the trunk shuts nice and easy as you can see there. So we'll go around now to the passenger side of the car. Again, nice straight panels all the way around on the car. We'll just come up here now to the door so that we can kind of show the door gaps and elevations now on the passenger side. So there's your gap to the back side, and then your gap to the front side. Again, very uniform. All your elevations are good with the front fender and door and the rear quarter panel. Your glass over here on the passenger side, same thing, in great shape here. No chips or cracks whatsoever. All of your trim here in very nice condition all the way around the glass. And again, your drip rail moldings all in good shape. We'll feel through that rain gutter one more time. Nice and smooth on this side too. Let's go ahead and open this door up, and we'll get to see the interior now from the passenger side. Again, very nice condition interior. The dash panel itself, no cracks or tears there. Seat upholstery all in very nice shape, no rips or tears there. And again, your carpeting, no rips, tears, and no fading really to talk of either. This thing is just in great condition inside and out. Same thing with the seals too, and weather stripping on this side, all in great shape. We'll close that up. Again, that door shuts nicely too. We move up towards the front now. Of course, you got your fender mounted antenna. You've got the matching Satellite V8 badging there on the fender. And now we'll get to the front end of the car. So as you can see, again, 66 Satellite front end. You've got your typical headlights set up here. Looks like you've got your directionals here too, just inside of the grille. All of your bezels, all of your lenses, all in great shape. Of course, you've got the Plymouth badging here on the front of the hood. You've got this hood ornament here right on the leading edge of the hood, and it does have 383 just on the bottom side of there. Now that is what's underneath this hood. We'll get to that here in just a minute. But again, I mentioned those chrome bumpers. Those are in great shape. the bezels, everything for your lights. Again, grille itself, all in excellent shape. If you look at your hood fitment, you can see your gaps all the way around on your hood. Elevations with the fenders are good. Your windshield, no chips or cracks there. It's in great shape. All of your bright working molding there in great shape too. Nice set of classic style wipers there on the windshield too. Let's go ahead now and get to the engine. So we'll pop our hood. And there we go. So first off, hood latch works. Hinges and springs, those work as it's holding everything up on its own. Underside of the hood, all done the same color as the exterior of the car, that nice shiny burgundy color. As far as your engine compartment, again, done correct for Mopar enthusiasts, same color as the car. It even is complete with the fender tag here, so you'll have all your codes for this car all right here contained in this tag. Now, as far as the engine goes, as I mentioned, it is a 383. It is not the original motor for this car, though. It would not have come with a 383. But that is what's in here. So it's a good, strong running motor. It's going to give you all the power that you would want for a car like this. Again, this car is an awesome cruiser, or go out and enjoy the night on the town type of car. It's just an outstanding example of a nice vehicle here. Now, as far as our motor goes, you can see it's got the stock style air cleaner on it. It does have the 383 4-barrel decaling or pie tin, as they call it, on top of the air cleaner. It's got a Holley double pumper 4-barrel carburetor. It's got the stock cast intake on it. Nice set of fabricated aluminum valve covers there with Mopar decaling on them. So again, all of that's in nice shape. Looks like it's got an aftermarket distributor in there. I can't quite make out the brand. I'm gonna guess it starts with a P. Most commonly, Pertronics is the ignition that people use a lot of. It does have a Blaster SS coil in it also, so that's going to deliver a little more spark. And it's got a set of Taylor Street Thunder plug wires on it, all of which is going to deliver a lot better spark to this motor. That Holley carb then going to deliver you a little better fuel too to the motor to get you more power. Now, as far as the exhaust on this car, I believe, if I remember, this has the long tube headers, full dual exhaust on it, and it's all new exhaust too. New pipes from the headers back. That includes accelerator, turbo style mufflers, and of course the tailpipes with those slash cut exhaust tips on it. This is a power steering car, power brakes as well. It's got disc brakes up front, drums on the rear. And then to finish out the rest of the driveline on this car, it does have the Torqueflite 727 automatic transmission in it, and it also has the Mopar 8 3/4 rear. Does have the posi unit in the center section with a set of 350 gears on it. So that's going to get you up and going in this car. A fantastic looking vehicle, good power here, and it's good reliable power too from Mopar. So all of this, just a phenomenal package here that we have to offer to you. So with that said, what we'll do next, get it on the lift. We'll show you the complete underside, which there's no disappointments there either. And then we'll finally fire this motor up and let you hear what that sounds like. All right, so we're standing underneath our 1966 Satellite now. So we're going to go through this car from front to back, going over all of the driveline, the steering, the suspension, all the braking components, obviously the exhaust, also wheels, tires, frame, and floor. So starting at the front, let's go over the suspension. So typical of your Mopar cars, a lot of them came with this same setup here, your stock front K-member, along with your strut rod front suspension. And again, they had the torsion bars tied into that also. It does look to have a set of newer shocks. These are KYB gas adjust shocks, and these are on the front as well as on the rear. And then of course your upper and lower control arms. These are all your stock control arms for the 66 Satellite. Now, as far as the steering goes on this car, it looks like, I'm just trying to take a peek here. I can't remember here if this was power steering or not. I believe it's power steering. As far as the brakes go, they are disc brakes up front. Those are power brakes as well. Drums out on the rear of the car also. And then we might as well just go over the wheels and tires since we're out here. Now these are all four 14-inch wheels. These are those aluminum, they call them like a turbine style wheel, but they're the nice look for the older cars like this. And then a set of BFGoodrich Radial TA tires on all four corners. They are all the same size, 225/70 R14s. And again, tread is in great condition on these tires. Now, if we move in a little bit, we'll talk about our drivetrain here. Now, we're going to start off with a non-original motor here. This is a 383 Mopar engine, good running engine here. Back behind that is the Torqueflite 727 automatic transmission. It's got the flywheel cover on the front of it to protect against dirt and debris getting in there against that flywheel. It also has this very nice aluminum, finned aluminum Summit transmission oil pan here. So that's going to help keep things nice and cool in there. Plus, again, that aluminum looks really nice underneath here. Now, as I look at the oil pan for the motor and the trans pan here, everything is nice and dry all the way around. No leaks, no drips whatsoever to talk of. Now, back here, of course, we've got the transmission cross member itself. That's nice and straight. And again, the actual mount for the tail shaft of the transmission, that's in good condition too. We've got even the output seal here where your slip yoke slides into it. That is nice and dry all the way around also. Drive shaft here, obviously it's going to be a balanced unit. That's going to help eliminate against any kind of vibrations that you might feel in the drive line. And then back to our rear end here. Now this is the Mopar 8 3/4 inch rear end. It does have a 350 gear ratio in it, and it is a posi unit. As far as the rear suspension on the car, well, you can see it's got the multi-leaf rear suspension on it. Again, as I mentioned, KYB gas adjust shocks, and those look to be fairly new as well. And then as far as the rest of your rear suspension and braking, drum brakes on the back, the emergency brake, all cables and such are all hooked up and functional. So that's going to complete your drive line and braking system and suspension. Now, as far as the exhaust, obviously you can see that underneath here. We've got a set of long tube headers here, and all brand new exhaust here, all dual exhaust too. So they come back here. You're going to have a set of, they're kind of like a turbo style. They're called accelerator mufflers here, but they're going to give it a nice tone. And then, of course, tailpipes, which are correct. They go up over top of the rear end housing, and then they exit out the back of the car right underneath the rear bumper. Nice set of chrome exhaust tips there. Also, as you can look at them from the back of the car, just gives it a nice finished off look. Now the fuel tank back here, this is going to be your stock fuel tank. No dents or dings here. Again, everything's all painted the same underneath the car, so everything looks good underneath here. Straps and all the mounting hardware are all in good shape for the fuel tank. Now, as far as the floors go, as we look at it, you can see just a very light dusting of undercoating. This is probably factory undercoating that we see underneath here. I don't see any patching to the floors. Looks good and solid all the way back, complete underneath the trunk there as well. All of your pinch welds are nice and straight down both sides of the car. Rockers, good, solid, and straight again down both sides of the car. Your front frame section here, again, that's super straight too. We already talked about that front K-member. Never looks like it's ever been touched on anything. Of course, when you come to the rear frame sections, the rear dog legs here that go up over top of the rear end housing, those are nice and straight and square all the way back too. As I mentioned, emergency brake cables are all hooked up and complete, all functional. All your brake lines and fuel lines are run nicely and neatly right along the pinch welds of the car here, tucked up real nice so that they stay out of harm's way. All your bracing is all intact, and all the rubber drain plugs are all installed in the floor as well. So the underside of this car, very nicely done. Like I said, steering, suspension, all that stuff, wheels, tires, all looks very good underneath here. So what we'll do is go ahead and lower this down off of our lift next. We're going to open the hood up. We'll fire this 383 motor up.